Hey girl, welcome back to another video. Hey girl, hey honey, I say all those things, it's an expression. Fun fact, I don't actually like honey, so that's, I don't know, it's just an expression. Hey honey, hi honey, I love it. Welcome back to another video. That's basically the moral of this story. I'm gonna make a bullet journal for 2021, so if you guys want to make one with me, I think that'd be really awesome. But also I know it's not for everybody, but at the same time, I know that bullet journals and just journaling in general is a really good way for you to get a visual picture of what you want to see in the future year coming ahead. It's 2021, which is a chance to just have a refreshing restart and reset. I think that there shouldn't be as much pressure going into the new year. I know that there can be some anxiety going into a new year, but I think it's really just a chance to see what has been working and what hasn't been. If things have been working, then honestly, it's just a chance for you to keep up with those routines and maybe tweak them to make them even better. If there's things that in your life or in your routines that you just haven't been liking, if they haven't been helping you to grow, then it might be time to just make a few adjustments. It's just a check-in. It shouldn't be as much pressure, you know what I mean? So it's a lot more casual than what it seems. With that being said, I don't think that you should create any goals just to create them. I think that there should be a whole lot of intentionality in them if you're going to make goals or resolutions. So if there are things in your life that you can see yourself devoting your time to consistently, it has to be consistent. If you can picture the days that you're putting effort towards those things and your energy, then I think it's worth writing a goal that goes along with those things. That is why I'm really excited to make this bullet journal of 2021. I'm a journaler. I love to write things down and put pen to paper. I think that this could be really encouraging for you. All right, don't forget before we get started to subscribe down below if you want to be a honey too, just like me. I'm a honey. And also like the video and comment down below if you guys liked the video, how you liked the video, how I can improve my videos going forward, because 2021 is really just going to be a time for us to grow as a family, and I'm really excited. Okay guys, so with that being said, let's get into our bullet journal for 2021. So the first thing that you're going to need is just to get a setup for everything that you need. I have pins, I have washi tape that I found off of Amazon, which I really like. It's just a way to spice things up, and I'm getting everything set up. Definitely make it feel fun and just inspiring. And the next thing that I would recommend is actually creating just a layout or a guide for you of what pages that you want to include in your 2021 bullet journal. So we're moving on from 2020, we're going into 2021. So the first page I'm doing is my intro page. This is totally up to you what you want to have on your intro page, but I made mine very simple, very minimal. I'm actually using washi tape just to spice up these pages, and as you can tell, as I was creating this page, I didn't like the corners that these were on, so feel free to change your pages to what you guys want it to be, but this one was really simple to make, and we're gonna get started on the next page. This page is actually gonna be our 2021 at a glance page. So as you can tell with my super cute ruler, I'm actually just measuring out to make sure that I have enough room for all 12 months. Basically, this is going to be a calendar, just a really quick glance and look at what days are coming. So definitely writing out the days of the week, and I would recommend looking at a calendar to make sure that the days that you write down match up with the actual days of that month, making sure that you start on the right day. And it might be a little bit tedious, but it's definitely super helpful when you're all done with it. I went back and highlighted the months of the year, and then I also later ended up highlighting the days of the week as well. Okay, so now we're going to be working on our future log, which this one is going to be 3 months at a time that you'll be able to see. So this is January, February, and March that we're starting out with. This is really just going to be a chance for me to see the calendar closer up, but also for me to be able to go back and make marks to highlight different days that I need to remember. This is going to be a dates to remember kind of page, so I'll be able to write those down below the washi tape. So this is the first page, and on the next pages, I actually just did the same thing. I created the same layout for all of the rest of the months, and it was super easy, super simple. Another thing to keep in mind is that if your bullet journal starts to bleed through, you can always write on a separate surface, and so that's what I did for these last 3 months. So the next page is actually going to be my goals page. So as you can tell, I actually already started just the top part of it, but what I'm going to do is make categories for things that I want to make goals in, and this is all up to you. This is going to be different depending on your life and things that you're working on or want to grow in, and so later on I'll go back and add what these goals are, but I made it super simple. So I just spiced the page up, I created a little outline and just some extra details, but I really like how this page came out. The next page that we're going to be working on is books read. So one of my biggest goals for the new year is to read books and actually finish them. I have a horrible habit of starting books and not finishing them, so that was the idea for this page. Plus, reading is something that I've found that helps me a lot during my days and to break up the routine, so I'm excited to see all the books that I've read during 2021. Okay, so for this page, I call it my content planner, and so I'm really excited about this because as far as YouTube goes, I really want to have a plan going into the weeks ahead. I don't want to feel like I'm procrastinating or don't have a plan, so this will help me to feel inspired. It'll help me to have ideas ready all the time, and it'll just help me to improve my videos and be better at executing them. So this layout is super simple again, and now I'm just measuring out everything that I need for this page. So I think it's 5 different categories right here. As you can tell, sometimes it doesn't come out perfect. The lines look a little bit sloppy, but just a little behind the scenes, I didn't like how some of these lines came out, so I used washi tape just to spice it up. I put a few layers right here and then just some on the side, but it definitely took the attention away from one of the lines I didn't like. At the top, I'm just outlining the 5 different categories that I need. Video ideas, the date that the video will be posted, that little symbol I was drawing is for filmed, edited, and then that last one is to check off that it has been done. So this is all for YouTube, and that is my little plan here that I have going forward. I'm excited to fill this out for all my content. Okay, so the next page that we're going to be working on is going to be our brainstorming page. So for this page, I tried to do something different, but also something that goes along with the theme. This is just a little cloud bubble, and I wrote brainstorming on it, and it's just going to be a page for different ideas that come to mind. It's not going to be limited in what category it is. It's just going to be a page for me to jot down my thoughts, and I'm excited about that because I feel like sometimes just putting things pen to paper, it really helps me to get those ideas out. Okay, so for this next page, a little secret, I actually had to redo this page a couple times because I didn't know how I wanted to lay this out, but I'd finally decided on this for my 2021 highlight reel. I was actually just going to have a bunch of different bubbles, you could say, or little spaces for each month, so I actually decided to do 6 per page, so I would have 2 pages to fill the whole entire year. And honestly, this was really hard just to measure out and to figure out how to fit this with it looking perfect. So as you can tell, this final one that I ended up doing is not perfect. I just decided to freehand it. It was too hard with the measuring, so I just offset it by making some of them bolder, which ended up looking fine to me. And for this page, I really want to write down my favorite song or Bible verse for the month, and I think this will be a really cool thing to look back on. So this is January through June on this page, and I'm really excited because I think it'll be really cool to go back and look and see what verses helped me during that time and also what song I was jamming to. And for this next page, I just continued the process by creating bubbles for each of the 6 remaining months. So this will be July through December, and as you can tell, like I said, not perfect, but it's really just, it's not about being perfect on these bullet journal pages. It's just about creating a space that you're actually going to use in a page that I'm excited to fill in. So I just used some washi tape to bring out that last page. Okay, so for this page, I'm actually going to be focusing on YouTube again, but this one is going to be called a growth tracker, so I get to focus on different milestones and dates when I reach those milestones, so another really simple page. Okay, so I think this is my last page that I'm doing, but I really like how this one turned out, and it's something I want to focus on. So this one is going to be called my gratitude journal. For this one, I don't really have a specific plan for it yet as to what I will write down or how often or any certain layout, but I really like the idea of that. It's definitely going to be when I have things on my heart that I just want to write down on here, and I just want to be mindful of so many things going on in my life all the time. So now that we've finished our bullet journal for 2021, this is going to be a look back at all the pages I created. I'm really excited about how this turned out. I love just the pastel colors that I included and just making it feel bright and fun and just exciting for me to fill out. These are all different topics or ideas or things that I want to hone in on this year, and things I want to be able to write about and things I want to be able to remember and jot down. So it's really curated to me, and that is just the goal of this bullet journal for you guys when you go and create yours, is to create one for things that you're looking forward to grow in and things that you're ready to highlight on. I do have a lot more pages left here in the back. I'm sure I'll add more, but for today, that is all that I have. Here are just a few of the pages I've already went back and filled out. I'm really excited to keep filling these out out. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye.